Welcome back to day 6 of the Reinventing Everything challenge. This challenge is all about reinventing that next chapter of our life so that we're stepping in with more confidence, more clarity as to where we're going, and hopefully a little bit of an adventurous, maybe even sassy spirit. So, welcome to my channel. This is Unlocked and Unleashed. My name is Mindy. I am a transformational life coach, and this is what I do. I help people create that next chapter of their life with a blueprint and a plan, and to go through those hard things like we talked about on yesterday's video, things that we all deal with, like the fear, the uncertainty, the lack of confidence, you name it. There's so much that can hold us back from stepping into that next chapter of our life. Welcome back to day 6 of the Reinventing Everything challenge. For those of you who are new here, my name is Mindy Lishman. I am a transformational life coach, and in this challenge, it's going to be 12 days, maybe a little bit longer. I am going to give you the best of the best coaching that I give my clients in a sequence that will guarantee transformation in your life if you do the work. That's the key. You have to do the work. Today is day 6, and today is all about creating that empowered circle or reinventing relationships. And that starts with you. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I never understood that until I got out of the low vibe environment that I was in. So at the time, I was living in Florida. The political environment had changed drastically. The people that I was working with in my real estate business tended to be very angry and blaming and that kind of thing. And I wasn't really very happy in my career anymore. In fact, I was quite unhappy. It didn't help that when I moved into a neighborhood with a lot of neighbors who were nice enough people, but again, just Debbie Downers, very blamey, very angry, all the things. And I felt like I just didn't fit in. I felt like I was in the wrong environment. No one had a mindset of, hey, what's next? What's this next chapter going to look like? Everybody was kind of just in this low, angry energy. It wasn't until I left that environment that I realized I had been living in a state of maybe low level depression for several years. That's what it means when we say that your vibe attracts your tribe. I was in this low level depression. I was attracting people who were also in that same energy. So we want to intentionally start looking at what is our energy? What are we bringing into the relationships? And what is the energy of the people that are around us? It doesn't make them bad. It just means that they may be going through a time in life where they too are in a low vibe and maybe they need a hand up, or maybe they don't want a hand up. And we have to recognize that as well. The key is to recognize that our environment creates our frequency. Our environment is the energy that we bring into any situation. It's also the people that we are spending our daily life with, the people that we are following on media, social media, the news. It may even be the location that you're living. If you're living in a house that's really messy, maybe there's, broken whatever, and it's just not clean and it doesn't feel good, you're in a low energy. So we really want to look around us and get radically honest. What is my environment like? I was in a beautiful, clean house. In fact, it was a very nice house. I just remodeled it, but I was still in a very toxic environment, even with my partner. And I didn't even realize it because he and I never fought. But yet it wasn't an empowering relationship. Today, I really want you to take a look around you. What is the energy that you bring into the room? Who are those people that you're hanging with that maybe bring you down rather than bringing you up? Are you hanging out with people who are angry, who are depressed? And if so, are those people asking for a hand up, or are they really happy swimming around in their own negative energy? Because some people are, they've been in it for so long, they're not ready to get help. And we have to recognize that they don't want to be any better than what they are right now. Like, this is their mode of operation, and just let them do that. That's how you allow yourself to heal. That's when you get to walk away and say, no, this is my life. I am taking control of my life. I'm not going to spend a lot of time around these negative people. Now, maybe you can't get completely away from them, but you get to decide what you allow in here and what you don't allow in. And you get to choose your vibe every day. I want you to grab your journal and really do a personal assessment on yourself and your surroundings, the media that you're consuming, the people that you're hanging out with. Look around. Who would you like to follow? Who inspires you? Maybe you love Mel Robbins or Brene Brown or some of these people that talk positive, that help you go from where you are right now, maybe the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method that Mel Robbins has, it helps you get out of bed and just move into that next thing. Make your decision. So, what I want you to do today is grab your journal and really do a self assessment. Assess your own energy. Where are you? What energy have you been living in? Think about it like the spiral, a downward spiral in which the bottom is those low energies: anger, resentment, fear, doubt, unworthiness, jealousy. All of these are very low vibe. Are you on that low vibe side, or are you on the high vibe side where you're excited, you laugh a lot, you have fun, you love the people that you're around? Do a self assessment on your own energy. What vibe do you bring into the room in different situations, like when you go to work or with your family or with your friends circle? Do an assessment on your friends circle and the people that you work with. Are they low vibe? Are they living in anger, resentment, blame, fear, jealousy, all the stuff? Are they constantly talking about other people? Or are they on that high vibe side? Are they in that higher frequency? Do an assessment on your environment. What is your environment like? Are you living in a clean house and everything feels good? Are you driving a clean car? Do you take good care of yourself? Do an assessment on everything around you, maybe even the city or the town that you live in. Is it filled with a lot of poverty and that brings you down? Or do you feel like it's really beautiful and it brings you up and it's uplifting? All of this affects your frequency. It's almost like a frequency assessment. And then look at those people who inspire you. Are you inspired by Mel Robbins, Brene Brown? Who are those women or men that you look up to that you're like, yeah, I need to hear more of that. I need more positivity. And I want you to know that you get to choose and attract your tribe to you. The more you listen to people who are speaking positivity into you, speaking belief into you, the more you raise your vibe and the more you attract like minded people back to yourself. The more you will begin to notice the people around you who you want to spend more time with, the media that you want to consume. And this is where you get to become the observer in your life. It's so nice when you can step back from everything that's going on in the world. And it doesn't mean that you are okay with what's going on, but you step back and you become the observer and you don't get triggered by everything that's going on, no matter how much you might not like it. There's a lot that's going on right now that I don't like, that I don't agree with, but I am the observer. So I'm not being triggered by it because I do my energy audits. And it starts to become such a natural part of life that I don't even attract people into my life that are negative. People come into my comments all the time and leave terrible, comments about my age. I should just be a cat lady, whatever. I honestly do not care because my vibe is so high, my frequency is so high. There's no way that somebody throwing negative comments could hurt me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change who I am, who I know myself to be. I know myself to be someone who lifts people up when they come into my circle. And that's the vibe that you get to choose. I'd love for you to share below your takeaway from this video. If you're not already a part of my school community, it's totally free. Once a month, I go live and do live Q&A. This is where you have direct access to me to ask any questions around mindset, manifestation. How do we bring that new tribe into our life? How do we step into that next chapter? So the link for my school community is below. Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's video.